going on, guys? It's your boy Zach here from Team Cybers, and welcome back to a new deck profile. Today I'm bringing you my top 32 Plunder-brave deck profile, which well got me 32th place at my the recent regional that I've attended, and performed really well. Never bricked once, lost to draw some games. Basically every single match I lost was to draw, kinda, and regretting not playing around roll. But yeah, for the rest, the deck performed really well and was not expecting this much. I went 3 wins and 3 losses, and afterwards, during maybe the combo part of the video, I will tell you about the matchups. But before we go into the decklist, I'll gently ask you to subscribe, leave a like and comment on what deck you want me to do next, and if the video gets enough views or likes, I'm going to upload some replays from Edo Pro like last time. And without further ado, let's go with the decklist. So obviously, as the Plunder Patrol engine, I'm playing Free of the Whitebeard, the best card. It lets you tag out for a ship in the opponent's turn, and when sent to the grave, it will special 1 Plunder from the deck. And then True of the Redbeard, which is the best target to summon off of Whitebeard, because you also can tag out during the opponent's turn for a ship. Only true because the other effect, the one that make him equipped to a Plunder Patrol when sent to the grave is not relevant, and if you see this in hand, you don't basically do anything with it. Then the single best main deck monster after Whitebeard, Black Ice. This is the card that make you not go so much minus like before, because she can recover Plunder and special itself. So basically, you never run out of resources with a loop with Black Ice and Yord. And then the second effect lets you special summon a Plunder Patrol from the spell trap zone to the monster zone. Sometimes I use it to block some attack or summon a Blackbeard that was stuck in the spell trap zones. Yeah, so really nice. Then Flea Bluebird. This is your best extender. It's just special summon itself if you control a Plunder, and when sent to the grave, discards 1 to draw 1. Sometimes I use it because like you have some cards in hand, like your Enchantress or your Driver, that you can afford to get into the grave to just draw 1, and sometimes it helps you because you can draw into maybe some hand traps or your Brave Engine. Then Free Goldener. She is the combo engine of the deck, the grind, because in the graveyard she will discard 1 card to special summon her back. Yes, another effect in hand, which by sending a Plunder Patrol card from your spell trap zone or from the end to the graveyard, she special summon from the end. Never used it, but it could come up. So yeah, this is for the monsters, Brave, Plunder, sorry. Then I have 3 Enchanters, and 1 Griffon and 1 Illegal Knight. I decided to run Illegal Knight because it's such a good card for this deck in particular, because you can give this to your opponent by bouncing 2 cards, and it will transform your Plunders into Darks, because basically you are going to give him an attribute, and also it's a Fiend, so you can use it under Rivalry if you want to, and get boosted by Bran, because Bran boosts any Fiend. Then for the entraps, Free Ash Blossom, Free Veiler, and the Gamma package. Ash is standard, basically how to win against Branded, and kinda hits every single deck. Decided to run Veiler instead of Impermanence because Blackbeard and many other cards lets you draw, and if you draw Impermanence to your opponent's turn, it doesn't do anything, but you can use Veiler in your opponent's turn. Also Ghostbag was in consideration because it's just a good entrant, but some simple negation was something that I really needed. And then Gamma package is the best thing that I could have played last day. It helps you in a lot of situations, mostly because the Plunder ships synchro are generic, so you can do him, and also Dragite is generic, and lets you play against boards because she can clear guys, and if I have seen it, if they draw you, because you lose a lot to draw, you can Gamma and also if they ash your Darsena or your Enchantress, you Gamma, and you basically kind of win from that position. And then for the spells, free Darsena, the only in archetype spell I play. This can basically get you access to any plunder by discarding one card, and also boost your guys. So this is the way you OTK basically, and also records itself by bouncing a plunder patrol card in the spell traps onto the end. And then the one terraforming, just to have a force spell basically. But mostly I got trolled after the terraforming, so meh. Then we were playing three of their item, nothing to say standard, one faithful and one Dracoback, and then one foolish to round up the brave, let's say, because it's just a fourth enchantress. And in some situation I also managed to send some plunders because maybe I had black ice. So I send Whitebeard, I go black ice, target Whitebeard, and normal black Whitebeard to go full combo. So it has some uses. And then triple tactic, probably the best card in the deck with Gamma. Every time I saw this card, I basically won because even if they roll you and you have this in hand, you just look at your opponent's hand and shuffle one. So you get a look and you shuffle one, and your opponent start with 4 cards in hand, and 3 of them you know. So sometimes you can play around it. And also you're really useful to clear boards that sometimes are hard to clear. For example, I have problems outing a non-targetable monster if not going over them in battle, which is not easy with this deck list. So talent is just a good way to take them. So 41, probably go resistance right now. I would go at 40 by cutting one Redbeard because I never felt the need of the second Redbeard sometimes, but I always added the second one. So yeah, cut one Redbeard and probably put in Call by the Grave for the draw. Then for the extra, I'm playing the Almirash and Flip Blackbeard. Almirash is here to make your combo with Goldener and basically transform Goldener in a 1-card Blackbeard if you really needed it. Blackbeard is the bread and butter of the deck. Basically lets you summon from the extra deck any Plunder monster with the same attribute of a monster your opponent controls in the graveyard. It keeps the target monster to the monster summon and then lets you draw one. So this is also why Ash is an FTK and draw locks you, because if you draw you during your turn and you go for the Yord line, you don't get to use Blackbeard because you have to draw to use Blackbeard. But yeah, basically you need 3 of this, never cutting down. Then I'm playing also the Todd package because with some really good hands you manage to end with this Todd. If you open Goldener, Bluebird and Whitebeard, it's basically the Yord line with a Todd in it, so really good to play around him. And then the Chew of the Mark. This is kind of the best shape as with this to interrupt your opponent's play. Basically it will banish a face-up effect monster your opponent control and by discarding a plunder and then adding a Plunder Patrol spell, which I'm playing only the shipyard, but I never feel the need of another one because Yord is the one that lets you plus now in the deck. Yord is a show-off because I'm scared of Kashtira, because they will banish it if they see it one. Many went look at my extra deck, so that I had a lot of truth and then banish Blackbeard. Like, that's fine. Yord is the bread and butter because it lets you give your opponents a token of an attribute you choose. So not only it will lock you decks like Sky Striker because they can't activate spell, Kashtira that they cannot special summon monsters because they need to don't control any monster. So really good, and you get to have an attribute that you need for the matchup. For example, in a matchup like Ashtira, where they don't give you attribute like light, you call light. You always call light because this is the best. It's a monster negate, so you always go for this. Then one of run, this banishes a spell and trap your opponent control and adds monster in resolution, and also boosts every fiend for 500 attack. So the OTK machine of the deck is only a one-off because it's not really something that I go for a lot. it's not really something that my opponents are scared of, so they never Diablosis or Unicorn it. But if you manage to get Kashtira on token plus Listen Bran on your field, they can only birth, and you just punish birth, and they can have the Extended Standby, you just negate with this, so you are in a really good position. And then I'm playing the Dragit and by White Aura Whale. This could be, for example, Axel Synchro Bar Online for Gamma, but Whale is a card that I really needed in a lot of situations because I needed way to clear boards and I never had them. Also in the side I never have like Reigeki, Storm, aside of Evil. I don't have board breakers, so having a toolbox in the X deck for this kind of situation is really good. And also it can stall you because she will always come back from the graveyard if it's destroyed by banishing a water. Dragita is a generic good spell and trap negation because you will always have some Aquos monster in your grave, and it's generic, so you can do it off of Gamma. And then the Chulis is your monster negate and the best target you can summon off of Blackwood. Then for the side, I run into with Freedom Koseka, one Duster, a Free Twister for the back row matchups, let's say. But in reality, I always sided Denkoseka, Duster, and Evely against Trap Trick, which was basically the only back row deck I found. Because Twin Twister, it doesn't really work against back row decks nowadays. It doesn't work against Runic because they can protect Trap Tricks as protection. Denkoseka is here because in theory you don't need a normal, and in practice it worked out really well because you go normal Sekka, all of their set are out of question, and you just go Darsena, pitch Whitebeard, and from there it's full combo. Or add Faithful, add Enchantress, pitch Whitebeard, and it's GG from there. Then I'm playing one Packers, Toolbox Gold going second to force supports, and then 3 Light Kaiju. I'd prefer having 3 start destroying because the theory is that you have them a light attribute. I prefer start destroying over Lightning Strike because Lightning Strike is a 9, and if you play against Ursul, they can normal summon Adara and make Baron. Wherever Star Destroying is a 10, so they cannot really sync with it unless they are playing Psychic and Punisher. But really never came up. I was playing Kaijus because at my local level, every single Kashtira player went for a Riser Pass control, so Kaiju worked really well against that. But at a regional, I got 5 locked zone basically every single game I went against Kashtira if I didn't have Entraps. So I'd honestly cut this and put Nibiru and also cut the Twister to play some going second staples that help clear boards because Plunder has a really hard time clearing boards. And then for the traps, Free Valley, standard, really good card. I'm never going to a regional with this card. And one booty, you can take this off. You don't need booty. I literally sided it against every single Kashtira matchup because it grind lets you change attribute. It's in theory is good, but I drew it. I studied it for the one red beard because I didn't feel the need for it, and when I drew it, I always had preferred the red beard instead of the booty. This never came up for me. So I would replace it honestly, but in theory it works. I know some people that played it that say that it's good. I don't really like it. Yeah, this was my deck list. Just as before I go, I wanted to give a shout out to my team cyberso, which played with me at the regional level, and we had a lot of fun and played kind of well overall. No one got a top, but I hope for everyone that we will top to go to a regional, hopefully. No, this was the decklist. Hope you enjoy, guys. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.